And here we go. Alright, this is part 13. Man, dude, I can't believe I've been doing this for 13 parts. These are like multi-hour long parts. And we're at 13. What game did I pick to play, man? For real. But, yeah, we're just continuing from Just a Story. We're going for our third ending, so let's see where this takes us. And we're currently in Maho's POV. I do remember that. Huh. Sorry, almost there.
わざわざいいのに。ヒヤジョ博士の写真を撮らせて。
Okay.
載せたいから。
Okay, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
LINE だとテンション高いわよね。
He is running.
待たせてごめんなさい。ヒヤジョ博士。そんなに急がなくてもよかったのに、少し休んでいく？いえ、平気です。
I know this might be a weird time to bring it up, but I can't remember what the D-mail or the D-rhyme that we sent said anymore. It's been quite a minute since I've got that ending, and now it's bugging me. I'm sure it wasn't like anything life-changing either, because we saw it in at the beginning of the last playthrough. Or the last route, and it wasn't something that I was like, oh my god, how could I not see this before? I was like, oh, okay, a little weird, but sure. I don't get this. I don't. Does it mean like she's winking twice? Like a I don't know why I just winked at my microphone. Like I could see that. But yeah, like is that what it means? Aw. You know, it's nice having a game when you don't just hate Moeka like 60% of the time. What the fuck does that mean? Whoa, whoa, I'll make sure you get to Denki you. Almost sounds like she's doing bodyguard training here, or bodyguard escort. Is this Moeka's Kitty? Fuck, I saw her name up here and I got mixed up. I got my wires crossed. Is this Moeka's escort mission? Really? Okay, what? I don't know why. I'm sure she said her age when she met Okabe for the first time, but I don't know why I thought she was like 24. Maho. Which is why last time I said, oh, it's kind of weird. She still looks a little too young to be a doctor, right? That was me assuming it was 24. Now that I know that she's 21, I think it's even crazier that she's a doctor. Like, what? And Moeka being 20. Does that mean she was 19 in the last game? I think I sort of vaguely remember that. But isn't Okabe like 18 and 19 at this point? So she's not that much older than Okabe, that's what I'm trying to say. Damn, put her on the spot. Ooh. Oh my god, what kind of magic did Maho just use? Ain't no way.
野鳥さん
Wow. She made the legendary shining finger. Golly, that's horrible. Speak. Crazy stuff out here.
ええよろしくね桐生さん
Look at that, Chaos Child. It's gonna be our 4th game, I believe. Well, I mean, it's technically 5th because this is the 2nd, right? So we're going Steins Gate 0, back to Chaos Head, then Robotic Notes, and then we go to Chaos Child. That's a long time from now. Probably gonna be at least a couple of months. By that I mean at least 2. Before we even get to Chaos Child, because with Steins Gate being the the shortest of the visual novels, it already took me a pretty long time. With this being, this game's also taking me a pretty long time. I mean, I've been playing this game for like what, 2-3 weeks. I still don't know how much I have left, given I have been a lot less focused with this game than with the original, but still kind of hard. Parkour. So yeah, and then I don't know, Cass said no, it's like probably about twice as long as Steins Gate, so that's probably gonna take me what it took me to do Steins Gate and Steins Gate 0. And then Robotic Notes, I actually don't know how long Robotic Notes is, but still, I mean, I just know that Steins Gate was already the lowest point of the bar. So anything after that, it's just gonna take me quite a bit, especially being the slow reader that I am. Either way, I mean, I'm not in a rush. Really, I just wanted to finish this game before the Steins Gate reboot comes out, and I'm definitely playing that. And I wanted to play this early enough into the year, or fast enough that by the time reboot comes out, it doesn't feel like I just went from playing one Steins Gate to the other, right? Like if I would have spaced it out, like, oh, I'll play Steins Gate this month, I'll play Steins Gate 0 in like 3 months or 2 months, and then I'll play reboot in another 2 months. I feel like it's gonna feel a little more repetitive. At least this way, I'll get like a long break before I get to play that. Assuming it comes out this year, which I'm pretty sure it does.
世界脳科学総合研究機構日本の設立者アレクシス・レスキネンからのこれをご覧の皆様全員から1ドルずついただければ相変わらずこういうのが好きね教授は。
Man's trying to fundraise his food. Man, that's crazy to be able to be fooled and manipulated by someone like that. He must be really good at his job, both of them. Does she not have access to the AI Kurisu on the phone?
Yamaho, よく来てくれたね。パワーアップした準備室へようこそ。
はあ。
Man, I used to like you, man. You were so
つまり
cool.
こ
You were
の
so
テーブルとソフ
fun.
ァー2つがパワーアップした準備
Why
室
did you have to
なん
be
ですね。
evil?
Yes、シンプルであることこそが真理へ近づく秘訣。
誰の言葉ですか？
私さ。ははは。さてと、それで今後のこと。
ああ、すみません。アマデウスを立ち上げるのでちょっと待ってください。
Salieri.
お久しぶりです、先輩。
久しぶりって、一昨日も話したじゃない。
あれは緊急事態でしたから、話したうちそれでなくても最近あまり話せなかったし。
仕方ないわよ。テスト中なんだから。
岡部さんも最近はあまり話してくれませんけどね。もしかして先輩と岡部さん、私に内緒でよく会ってるんじゃないですか？一昨日も一緒にいましたし。
そんなんじゃないって言ってるでしょ。なんであなたはどんな時でも頭の中に色恋妄想が渦巻いてる？
妄想じゃありません。冷静な観察と分析に基づいた角度の高い推論です。
それならそっちを先行にすればよかったじゃない。あなたの的外れな分析じゃ博士号どころか大学卒業も危うかったでしょうけど。
Hey yo.
この雰囲気、懐かしいね。昔はキャンパスのどこにいても君たちを探すのに苦労しなかったよ。いつでも二人の話し声が聞こ
もう教授、冗談はやめてください。
それほど仲がいいということさ。君たちはまるで。さあ、それじゃあ今後のことについてのメール。時間を最も効率よく使った人間が勝利する。これも私の言葉だよ。何かミュージックが欲しいな。クリス、お願い。
はい。
Chris. She must be playing some Mozart, right? There's like no way.
先輩、覚えてますか？私と先輩のきっかけの曲ですよ。
Huh? Oh, we got a flashback. So the first game took place in 2010? I think that sounds about right. I think the game came out in 2009, but the game setting was in 2010. So yeah, this checks out. And then it's been a year. So is this 2012 now? Since it's the new year? Not that it matters, I'm just curious. Oops. Ugh. I should get some sunlight actually. A little too early to get the full effects of sunlight, but I was playing in a really dark room, so anything is better than nothing.
再セット。
Sorry. Oh.
流していて集中できる音楽はモーツァルトが作曲したものに限る。
I knew it. I mean, obviously, it was obvious that it was gonna be Mozart, right? I personally have a super hard time reading in general, like books and stuff. So if I do need to like lock in and concentrate and get some reading done, I absolutely put on some music. Something maybe not quite as classical, but still around the same tone. I find that it does help me concentrate, and I've been doing it so much that when I start hearing music like this, it kind of I've conditioned myself to kind of be like, you know, I think I kind of want to read, or this would be a good time to read something, or maybe I just can't read without it. Which I mean, I kind of can, but it helps me concentrate a lot more. So I feel it. It might not be the music itself; it might just be like the ritual, but.
おはようございます。すみません。そんなにク
リス、驚かせないでよ。
What are you doing here?
何度か呼んだんですけど聞こえなかったみたいで。
ああ。ごめんなさい。集中してて聞こえなかったわ。
はい、そうだと思ってました。申し訳ないとは思ったんですが、せっかく休日に先輩とお会いしたわけだし挨拶しておきたい。それにまだ作業を始めたばかりのようでしたから、 お邪魔にはな。
今来たの？
はい、私だけかと思ったから驚きました。
あなた今来たって言ったわよね。だったらなぜ私が作業を始めたばかりだと分かったの？
それはまだ第一楽章の頭でしたから。ケッヘル331、モーツァルトピアノソナタ第11番長調第一楽章。
Sorry, that was a little rude. I am not a music apprentice at all. So these are all foreign words to me.
あなたモーツァルト好きなの？
かじった程度です。
Yeah, just a little.
それにモーツァルト全般というよりはこの曲が好きなんです。世間的にはトルコ行進曲の方が有名ですけど、私はこの第一楽章の静かな調べの方が
I'm
心
sure
地いい
if I
です
were to
ね。
hear with Turkish march, I'm sure that if I were to hear the Turkish march, Turkish Irish wishwash. Sorry, that just came out. Oh no. Sorry. The Turkish, man, I still can't say the Turkish march like the month, right? Turkish march. If I were to hear this song, I think I would know what it is, but off of just the name of it, I have no idea. And I really feel dumb now. It's alright. We live, we survive, we persevere.
私も同意見よ。
よかった。私も気合を入れて集中するときは BG 科学者としての発言ではないです。
I want a
コー
bottle
ヒーで
of
も
water.
飲む？
I want to put on a shirt. I'm not shirtless, I just have an undershirt. I want to put on an actual shirt. Yeah, no idea what this song is. Does sound good though. Ah, that feels so much better. Alright. I'm back.
賛成です。先輩にいくつか質問したいこともありますし。
As you watched Kurisu follow her, filled with energy, she was reminded of the pet dog she used to have. Whoa! Hey, no way you're comparing her to a dog. Wait a minute, that doesn't... Okay, my bad. Moika was the one who was 20 right now. So yeah, okay. That kind of sort of still checks out. Yeah, for sure. Not that it matters either. Like, I'm sure their ages has nothing to do with the story at all whatsoever. I'm just making sure the timeline is consistent in my head.
そういえばアインシュタインはバイオリンが趣味だったらしいですね。
モーツァルトを尊敬していたようね。モーツァルトを好きになることは、
もしそうなら光栄ですね。
Aww. She has very long hair. Like, it definitely looks mega long with, you know, the proportion of body to hair, but like even compared to Kurisu's hair is like decently long, and mine was longer just on if I were to drag the hair over here, like it's even longer than that, and it probably looks comically large on somebody so small. Oh, sorry.
「先輩はアインシュタインがあなたにとって死とは何か?」という質問。
いいえ、なんて言ったの？
死とはモーツァルトを聴けなくなることだ。
Bro, the glazing is insane.
日本ではそれなりに有名な言葉なんですよ。
へえ、知らなかった。アインシュ、
いいえ、言ってません。
You know, I was wondering why she said that this is a fairly famous phrase in Japan. Like, I don't understand how that would become a famous phrase in Japan. But I just kind of rolled with it because I didn't really care. But it's nice seeing that she has a pretty good sense of humor.
まあ、厳密には言っていないことは証明できませんけど、少なくとも記録は残っ。
どういうこと？
昔日本で発売された本に別の本からの引用としてけれど、その本には引用元の署名が書かれてなかったし、今に至るまで引用も
著者がでっち上げたってこと？呆れた。
証明はできませんから断定もできませんけどね。でもこの言葉、私はとてもアインシュタインらしいロジカルなものだなって思うんです。
ロジカル？
No, absolutely not.
だって死んだらモーツァルトは聴けなくなりますよね。
そんなの当た
I
り
mean,
前じゃな
yeah,
い。
you're technically right, but like, come on.
当たり前なんです。モーツァルトに限らず、死んだら何も聞くことができなくなる。
It's like this nice, perfect orange glow. No, I think the golden hour, my bad. Yeah. Coming through. I do not regret putting up my. Dude, I'm speaking like I can't say more than 3 words at a time. The golden hue from the sun is amazing. I didn't realize it. I rarely put up my curtains this early in the morning, but I don't regret it. I might do it more often because wow, this looks amazing.
命題は真ですね、ロジカルでしょ。
あなた面白いわね。知性と幼さが一つの脳の中に同居してる。
幼くなんかないですよ。
She is very much childish. There's no
ごめん
denying
なさ
that.
い。遅くなったけど改めてよろしくね、クリス。
よろしくお願いします、先輩。おはようございます。
クリスの言う通りだったね。
先輩、今集中モードに入って、教授が何度呼びかけても自分の世界から帰ってこなかったですから。
ああ、すみません。
こんな非常事態でも研究する姿勢は大したものだよ。
Another flashback? No, no.
ああ、やっぱり降って
We
きちゃっ
went
たか。
forward. It's a flash forward.
日本の天気予報
Okay, yeah, that
は
was
どこまで
dumb.
正確
My
ね
bad.
桐生さん、どこかお店に入っているのかしら。
I like her Nokia phone. It looks very indestructible. She can use Ryan also? What the fuck? How? 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 Get him, get him. Ain't no way. Okay. Oh, she was taking a picture of the flowers. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
桐生さん、ごめんなさい。お待たせしちゃったわね。
Oh man, my neck hurts. Oh man, I've been getting some horrible sleep lately because of my neck positioning. Oh. Uh,
ヒアジョさん。
花撮ってたの？
why the music? No, not the sad music. Bum, 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 bum.
傘持ってましょうか？
別
いいからいいから。
ありがとう。
どういたしまして。
Still just using one hand. Sorry, that was a little too loud. I don't care that much about it. No, she's not. She's clearly not. Stop lying to me.
Portrait ポートレートの準備かしら。
ヒアジョーさんの写真は風景を撮るのは
写真を撮るのが好きなの？
照明今日自分が
照明？
そう
それってどういう？またクリスからかしら。
私にも来てる。
It's from
Hey,
Ferris. Does that? Whoa! What? Oh my gosh, she's talking about her delusions again, man. What? It's probably gonna be something dumb, like buy cake or something.
二人ともよく来て。タイムリミットが迫っているけど、まだ時間は準備はでき
ている。
ええ。
では始めるにゃ。作戦名は
Yep.
夜更かしシンデレ
What
ラ
did I
たちの
say?
秘密
Oh
の教
my
室。
god!
おねむで思わずドッキリ発言。
Whoa! I was not expecting that. Respectfully. Holy fuck, dude, she is. Why does she look so blonde though? Like, she looks really blonde here. But, golly. Oh, dude, I'm a little too embarrassed to look, I'm not gonna lie. Awooga. Cinderella Girls Secret Party. Shocking. Yeah, I figured it was gonna be something like this. That seems like a very fair thing to do. And call it a national emergency.
テンション低いにゃん。せっかくの女子会なんだからもっと楽しむにゃん。
まあいいけど、まさか2人にやっておいてほしい重大なミッションが夕飯を抜いておくことだとは思わなかったわ。
Golly, dude, I cannot stop looking. I'm just a man. Hey, what? I didn't even read what she said. Dude, this is bad. This is really bad.
何でも好きなものを食べるにゃ。ケーキもアイスもちょっとだけお高めのものを買ってきたにゃ。
You know, as delusional as Paris is, she is very well adjusted to the common man. Because I don't doubt that she has like money, right? Like she's for sure rich, but you know, she's still in touch with the common people. It's not like a eat the mega rich while you're already rich. You know, she seems like a very normal person. As far as how in touch she is with regular people. That's a pretty big distinction. Hey yo. Okay.
そんなんじゃないわよ。
照れることないにゃん。プレゼントも気に入ってくれたようでフェイリスも嬉しいにゃん。思ってた通りすっごく似合ってるにゃ。そのパンダパジャマ。
気に入ってるわけじゃないわ。
Dude, how did they even convince her to wear this? I just, oh my god, wow.
せっかく用意してくれたものを拒否
Best
したら
route so far.
失礼だから。
My favorite. Undisputed.
サイズがぴったりなのは別にいいんだけど、どう考えても子供用よねこれ。
Yo, what are you talking about? I've had people, fuck. I've had friends who are pretty short, like not as short as mom. I think she says she's like 4'6" or something, but still pretty short. And they always brag about how much of a benefit it is that they can just shop at the child section and get the clothes for super cheap. And dude, I don't know why you're complaining, man. You can find the perfect clothes. You just get them for cheaper, which I'd say is a plus.
その呼び方はやめてってば。それとお願いだから毎日別の動物パジャマを着せようとか考えないでね。
Now I'm curious to see how tall she is. I think she might have mentioned it at some point, but I can't remember. Yeah, 140 centimeters, so about 4'7". Pretty short. Pretty short. Excuse me? Sorry, my keyboard wasn't working. So. Need to redo that.
マホニャン、心が読めるのかにゃ。すでに1週間分は用意済みだということをなぜ知っているにゃ。もう買ってあるの？桐生さん？もえにゃ。ごめんなさい。
Yeah, it might be a good. No. We're rushing our saves.
その笑顔、すっごく可愛いにゃ。
Oh my god! Oh, Kay, why are you doing this to me? Oh, oh my god. I'm just a man. I'm just a man. Should have been me.
こちょこちょこちょこちょこちょ。
God, dude, I feel like dad right now. Holy fuck. Is she tickling her, bro? Mouse face. Like, what the fuck? Ah, this game knows what it's doing. It knows exactly what it's doing. She still looks so disappointed.
しかし、ものすごいにゃ。
Yeah, amazing, of course, bro.
そうね。
I wonder if these puns are just a little bit more are a little less out there in Japanese, and they just had to kind of fit them in. No comment. No comment. The game knows what it's doing.
まあいいわ。じゃあ女子会とやらを始め。
冷やしてあるジュースを持ってくるにゃ。今夜は寝かさないにゃ。
Oh man. Sounds about right. Oh.
趣味で小説を書いてるの。
Excuse me? It's not what I would expect from her, but sure.
無理。まだ
Moika's just the
一生
Wattpad
書き終
creator.
わってないから
I could see that. I could see that. For sure.
メイドを辞めるつもりはないけど、結婚にも憧れるにゃ。子供がたくさん欲しいにゃ。
Whoa, lots of kids. That is... Okay. People want what they want, I guess. Personally, I would like to have 0 kids of my own. So that would be pretty cash money. That makes a lot of sense. Now that I think about it, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Huh?
桐生さんど
眠くなっちゃったかにゃ。
そうじゃな。未来が
未来が
そう人工知能の研究が進んで、人間より優秀な人工知能が誕生したら仕事を失う人が現れ
It
る
was
と思う。
relevant 10 years ago and it's even more relevant now. This is how I feel like whenever I play Metal Gear Solid 2 and we reach the end and it's like, fuck dude, that's so relevant.
私もきっとそれが怖い。
大丈夫よ、桐生さん。
そうにゃ、そんな心配いらないにゃ。
私はフェイリスさんやヒアジョーさんのような特別な技術や知識を持っていない。
Bum, 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 bum.
誰でも私は
だから何なの？代わ
You
りが
kind
い
of feel
る。
bad for her.
自分より優れた人がいる。それが何だっていうの？
マホにゃん。
私より優秀な脳科学者はいくらでもいるわ。いつかは私が発明した人工知能が私よりも優れた論文を書き上げてしまうかもしれない。でもそれがビクトル・コンドリア大学のレスキネン研究所の入り口に一番近い机は私の席なの。扉の立て付けが悪くていつも風が吹き込んでくるし、いつも誰かが廊下で喋っているからうるさくてしょうがないけど私の席なの。たとえ宇宙が終わったとしても私はあの席を他の誰かに譲るつもりはないわ。私より優秀な脳科学者や私より優秀な人工知能があの席に座りたがっても譲ってなんかあげるもんですか？
I like your spirit.
人は誰かの代わりなんかにはなれないなんて甘い話をする。代わりが利かない仕事なんて社会活動の中ではめったにないもの。でもだからって代わってあげる義理なんてないわ。私は私なんだから。
私は
それにね、優秀かどうかなんて関係ない。もしフェイリスさんと分子レベルで全く同一の生体ロボットが存在して全く同等もしくはそれ以上の給仕ができるとする。それでも私はフェイリスさんに給仕をお願いするわ。たとえ料金が10倍違っても100倍違ってもロボットに頼もうとは思わない。そこに理由なんてない。私はフェイリスさんが出してくれる紅茶がつまりはそういうことよ。だから
はあ。
ごめんなさい。私ったらついムキになって。
I didn't even realize she went like on a whole tangent there. It was I was really feeling it. I was feeling inspired.
そうなのかも。
Aww.
何？
マホニャンがそこまでフェイリスのことを愛してくれてたにゃんて。その気持ちに応えるにゃん。マホニャンが飲む紅茶は一生フェイリスが入れてあげるにゃん。
私そういう話してた
And we're back to Okabe. So now it is the 5th.
考えてみると俺年明けから5日連続で秋葉に来てることになるな。
フェリスちゃん、どうしたんだろう。
さあな、あいつの考えていることはわからん。ヒア嬢さんたちに何かあったのか。昨日フェイリスと話した時は普段通りに。
そんなことな。フェリスちゃん、この年末年始はすっごく頑張ってもね。フェリスちゃんって弱音を吐くことは絶対にないんだ。どんなに大変でもね、いつも元気なの。なのに今回は珍しくオカリンに助けを。よっぽどのことが起きてるんじゃないかな。
Well, I trust my Yuri. She is like the most She's like the most insightful human being in this game, so I'm just saying, what she says goes. Easy as that.
あれ？
出ないね。
おかしいな。
はい。
あ、岡部ですが。
はい。お嬢様から伺っ。岡部様。
黒木さん？
このままでは秋葉家が。
Surely there's a fake out, right?
どうしたんですか？
岡部様、今すぐ。
何があったんですか？
It has to be a fake out now.
私にもわかりません。
見た？何を見たんですか？
客間です。
前より黒木さん。
I know it's a fake out, but I don't know why I keep clicking so fast. Like I want to get there faster. like a real sense of urgency. I think it's because of the music, but it's one of those where I actually just want to rush to the door.
桐生萌か無事か。どっちでもいいから返事をしてく。入るぞ。どうしてこんなことに。
Oh my god, it's even messier now. We had a whole bunch of cans everywhere. A bigger pile of clothes and trash bags?
あら岡部さん、こんにちは。
こんにちは。
すごい部屋だね。
二人ともどうかしたの？
どうかしたのじゃない。何なんだこの部屋は。
部屋？何かおかしいかしら？
何から何までおかしい。一昨日まではこんなじゃなかった。
ああ、そのこと？時間が経てば変わるわよ。物も人も、当然部屋もね。どう？ずっと機能的になってるでしょ？
探検できそうだね。あ、これかわいいね。
色を選んで吊るしてる。
萌香さん、大人っぽい下着たくさん持ってるんだね。
前よりすまんが、話がこんがらがるからちょっと部屋から出てくれ。 しかしフェイリスはなぜ俺に助けを求めたんだろう。それにマユリを連れてくるように言った理由も謎だ。
えへへ。それについてはマユシーは理由がひらめいちゃったのです。フェリスちゃんはきっとね、このお部屋をお片付けしてほしいんだよ。だからマユシーがお呼ばれしたの。オカリンだけだったら諦め
今日はこの部屋の片付けだ。文句は言わせないからな。これは家主からのオーダーなんだ。
そうなの？いまいち納得できないけど。
分かった。
呼べるだけの知り合いに応援を頼むとして、どこから手をつければ。
そうだ、マユシーはね、お掃除軍曹に手伝ってもらうのはどうかな。
お掃除
Sergeant Queen
お掃除軍曹はね、部屋が散らかっていれば散らかっ
知り合いなのか。
オカリンも
え、俺のよく知ってる人？
なえちゃん、てってる
トゥッタルー。
お
おかりんおじさんも
お、マユリ。もしかしてお前の。
あったり。なえちゃんはね、お店も家もなえちゃんが。
そう
そうだよ。ブラウン管はお父さんが毎日拭いてるけど、他のところは全部私が片付けてるの。別にお父さんが掃除が嫌いってわけじゃなく、ゴミが床に落ちてると片付けなきゃって。部屋の汚れは心の汚れだってお母さんがいつも言ってたから。
なるほど。しかしどの辺がお掃除軍曹なのか。
マユリお姉
Look, she even like. I thought she didn't even meet her mom.
そのことは誰。ごめんね。でもどうしてもお掃除。私は軍曹とお掃除しているときは、本当だよ。ねえ、なえちゃん、どう かな。軍曹って呼ばない。じゃあお掃除やる。猫のお姉ちゃんのお家も行ってみたいし。あ、でも大丈夫。みんな
Miss Kitty, I just realized that makes sense.
おかり。
ああ、そうだな。片っ
じゃあ準備するから待ってて。うちまで帽子取ってくる。
帽子？何のこと？
すぐにわかるよ。
Oh man, recruited the whole army.
私が訓練教官の天王寺千人軍曹である。いいか、この部屋が片付くまで
Okay, yeah,
お前
pop
た
off,
ちは
girl.
シャクト
Go
リムシさんだ。
ahead. First
地球
Sergeant
上
to
で最下等
Noiji.
の生命体だ。お前たちは電化製品ではない。掃除機と呼ばれるほどの値打ちもない。葉っぱの上で縮んだり伸びたりするくらいの価値しかない。お前たちは厳しい私を嫌うだろう。だが憎めばそれだけ学ぶ。
She saw Okabe doing the Hoinkyo and she's like, alright, I can do better.
私は厳しいが公平だ。私の使命はこの部屋を分かったか、シャクトリムシさんども。
マユリ。
なに？
Oh, this is so cute.
なんだあれは。
なえちゃんはね、お掃除するときは
性格が変わるとかじゃないだろあれ。人格が小動物系ロリ美少女が本性を表すとド S 軍曹化してバトンプレイしてくれるとか。我々の業界ではご褒美です。
Daru.
ダル、自重しろよ。掃除が終わったら急に優しくなってイチャイチャしてくる展開も希望ぬ。
7 years old, man. No. You're going to jail. You are going to jail, man.
部屋の掃除の後はあなたをきれいにしましょうね的な。
No. Stop talking. Stop talking.
誰だ？今なんか気持ち悪い。
自分であります。
勝手に喋るな。聞かれたらはいかいいえで答えるんだ。それと答えるときには頭とお尻になえさまとつけろ。
なえ様、はいなえ様。はあ、リアル幼女から罵倒のシャワーを浴びせてもらえるなんて今日はついてる。
Man, this is the weirdest he's gotten in a very long time.
いいか、今からお前を微笑みクマさんと呼ぶ。
なえ様、はいなえ様。
嬉しいか、微笑みクマさん。
なえ様、はいどうでもいいけどこのなえ様、はいなえ様って言いにくいよ。
なに？文句がある？
なえ様、いいえな
バカにしているのか、微笑み。
え、なえ様、いいえなえ様。
よろしい、微笑みクマさん。30秒以内に廊下の雑巾がけ10往復だ。さっさと始めろ。ほら。
なえ様、はいもっと。
一人だけ大喜びな。
今日ゆきさんが来れなくて正解だったかもしれないね。よし、次、そっちの美人のお姉さんたち。私
Aw.
美人？やっぱりなぜ我が隊に志願したのか言って
I
み
say,
ろ。
when I see her, all I can think about is just Chie.
私たち呼ばれて。
そうなのそうなの。質問をしているのは私だ。私が聞いた質問に答える。ナイ様。はいナイ様。
ナイ様。
もう一度聞くぞ。なぜ我が隊に死が。ナイ様、掃除をするためです。ナイ様。なら気合を入れろ。ナイ様。はいナイ様。
気合？
さあ行くよ楓ちゃん。
ちょっと。
本当掃除は地獄だぜ。
ふぶきちゃんもノリノリだね。
来島さんは相当困ってるみたいだ。
そこの二人何をおしゃべりしている。さっさとこのそびえ立つ黒くてぶっといやつを下のゴミ捨て場に持っていけ。
そびえ立つ黒くて。
そこのゴミ袋のことだよ。そうだよね。
そうだぞ。さっさと。
ナイ様。
Oh.
はいナイ
ナイ様。はいナイ様。
ふざけるな。聞こえないぞ。それで部屋を気合を入れろ。大声出せ。
ナイ様。はいナイ様。
Oh man.
全員おバカな顔を晒している暇があったら。ナイ様。はいナイ様。それが終わったら家中のドアノブをピッカピカ。
ナイ様。はいナイ様。
泣いたり笑ったりできなくなるまでテーブルを磨き上げるんだ。
ナイ様。はいナイ様。
Okay, dude. Go for it.
今日は本当に助かったにゃ。フェリスは大感激にゃ。
一時はどうなることかと思いましたが、今日は腕によりをかけて料理を作りました。
乾杯の温度は本日のヒーローであるナイニャンにお願いするにゃ。私？
適任だぞ軍曹。
おかりんおじさん。それはまあまあお願いし。はい。今日はお掃除を手伝って。乾杯。楓お姉ちゃんピアノ弾けるの？すごい。そんなことないよ。どちらかっていうと私はピアノはそれこそ弾けるだけって程度だから。そんなことないよ。すごいよ。楓ちゃん、ナイ様のために一曲弾いてあげたら？そこにピアノもあるしさ。聞きたい。ピアノ聞きたい。人に聞かせるような。フェイリスはピアノ弾かないから使ってくれたら。
もちろん調律は欠かしておりません。
困ったな。じゃあ一曲だけ。やったー。何にしようかな。これだったらナイちゃんも知ってるかな。知ってる。トルコ行進曲。
Okay, yeah, I would definitely recognize it. Sorry, I had something. Yep, definitely recognize the song. Like I said, I'm sure that if I heard it, I knew what it would be, but just by off of name alone, no. But yeah.
正解。
Sorry. Still waking up. What?
ごめんなさい。
気にしないでください。みんなもおしゃべりしてていいからね。
ヒヤジョさん、
いえ、大した仕事の電話があったのを忘れていて。ごめんなさい。ちょっと電話してくる。
うん入っていいか？
It's obviously something very, very small, right? Just entering the room, but I don't like how he said this.
椅子に忘れてたよ。これがないと電話はかけ。
ありがとう。よほど動転してしまっ。
動転？なんなら話し相手になるぞ。
そうね。特にどうって話でもないんだけど、聞いてもらった方が私もすっきりで。さっきのピアノの曲、タイトル覚え。
トルコ行進曲だろ。
そう、モーツァルト。正確にはケッヘル331。モーツァルトピアノソナタ第11番は全3楽章構成で、その中でもだけど、私はどちらかというとクリスも同じそれをね、思い出した。岡部さん、アマデウスっていう映画知ってる？
あらすじくらいなら。モーツァルトの才能に嫉妬した音楽家の。
そう。映画ではボルフガング・アマデウス・モーツァルトによって人生を狂わされた男として描かれ、音楽家としての成功を約束されていたはずなのに、モーツァルトが持つ天賦の際に嫉妬し絶望してしまう。自由奔放のモーツァルトの修行にみんなが眉を潜める中、サリエリだけは彼の才能を見抜いていた。それこそアマデウスという名前の通り、サリエリは努力家だったわ。そんな彼には生まれ持った際で世間からもてはやされるモーツァルトが我慢できなかった。そしてついにはモーツァルトを
追い詰める。映画の話だろう。
私も詳しくは知らないけど、でもモーツァルトの死には不審な点があるし、毒殺の可能性もあったっていう話は、毒を持った犯人がクリスが亡くなった1ヶ月後くらいに大学のネットワークが刷新されることにな。それで署員は全員私は特に考えもなくサリエリにした。人工知能のアマデウスと対比としてね。けれどもし
違う？何？
私はアマデウスじゃなくてクリス。私にとってクリスはアマデウスだった。
ヒヤジョさん。
ごめんなさい。
いいのよ、気にしないで。どうかしたのかしら？
天王寺さんを
そうだな。俺が送っていくよ。ちょっと待っててくれ。
ヒアジョーさん、大丈夫？
え？
辛そうな顔をしているから。
ええ、大丈夫。こんなに体を動かしたの久しぶりだから、ちょっと疲れちゃったのかも。
そう。それならいいけど。それじゃ。
Alright, I am back. Did want to go get some food, so if you hear me munching in the background, too bad. Holy fuck! Oh my god. What do you mean something was— No! No! Not this again! No! And once again, the mysterious person with the helmet. Is it Kagari? Is it Dr. Reyes? Is it someone else? I don't think it's Moeka. Right?
Reese!
This doesn't make sense to me though, because the first time they were trying to get Kagari, but Kagari isn't with us, so what are they after now?
Don't move!
Huh?
狙いはヒアジョーさんかも。待て！ おい
Oh my god,
こいつは一体どんな状況だ
our savior.
苗が遅いから迎えに来てみれば。おめえら俺の娘に手を出しやがったな。
Oh, we get her POV right away. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Her steps sound like very tap 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 tap. Like very fast, very sudden, right? I don't think that means that she's running fast. In my head, I just picture that she has like short legs, so she just has to do a lot more steps to get around compared to a taller person. Either that or she's running like Sonic, dude. Unfortunate.
ってこと。八方塞がりね。岡部さんたち、うちでいてく。
No! Please be one of the good guys.
Oops!
Dr. Leskinen. Not that this is any better, to be honest, but...
Oh, いや、魔法。護身術を身につけているとは感心だね。
どうしてこんなとこに。
多分君とミスター・イザキとさっきまで最後にメイドバーに行こうとしたところで銃を持った連中にやっぱりか。これはギャス漏れ事故もホテルが荒らされたのも同じ理由と考えて良さそうだね。
You know, I had seen a TikTok video. This is stuck in my head. There was this guy who he spoke a lot of different languages, right? So he was showcasing them, but he was showcasing them with an accent of a different country. So he was talking Japanese with a Texan accent, and I was perplexed. I was just thinking about that when I was hearing him talk. I mean, it's not really Texan, but it is Japanese with an accent.
狙いはアマデウスかもしれません。
なるほど。
これからどうし。
今、エムデウスにはアクセス
できません。スマホを置いて。
OK。ならば、
新しい方のオフィスですか。
目的が分からず動きようがなかったが、連中の狙いがエムデウスなのであれば話は早い。大学のネットワークストレージ上に残っているエムデウスへの接続プログラム、それが終わり次第、ステートへ帰ろう。君を保護、それで連中は手も足も出ないはずさ。
でも
何か問題があるかね。
I feel like a lot of the routes put a lot of emphasis on different people, which I think is very nice. The first one, the PR was definitely very much focused on Kagari. The second one, the GS, was a lot more focused on Okabe, I guess a little bit of Fubuki. A little bit of Maho. And this one is a lot more Maho and Moeka for sure. So.
わかりました。行きましょう。
Kind of nice seeing how they can give each character a bit more screen time and more involvement in the story.
We did it!
We did it!
どうやら先回りはされていなかったようだね。どうかしてたかい？
あ、いえ、そうですね。幸運です。
You see, this is what I don't like. Well, I mean, I do like it. I do like it a lot. The game always does a great job of having the characters kind of say that they think something bad is about to happen right before bad things happen. So her being all nervous and stuff, it's really putting me on edge. It's like, what more can we get done? But I do feel like it's trying to wrap up the route, so
考えすぎは。
that makes a bit more sense. Unless we still go to America and then have like a time skip, kind of like the GS route, which definitely could happen.
作業。
はい。
魔法作業が難しいなら私がやるか？
すみません。ここ数日、私とクリスとの関係について考えていたんです。自分のユーザー名を見たら、私にとって彼女は
クリスがモーツァルト？ああ、それはつまり魔法はクリスに対しての。それで思い出し、クリスも以前同じこと。
クリスが
ある日、エムデウスとは神に愛された子という。君はまさにエムデウスだ。そしたら彼女は微笑んでこう答えた。
私がアマデウスだとしたら、サリエリは真帆先輩ですね。
So you killed her. Nah, JK, JK.
クリスがそう。
ああ、
クリスが
You know, I must say this is gonna be a good time to save just because I actually haven't saved in quite a bit.
顔を
It hasn't been close to 2.5 hours. But
いえ、作業を続けます。
it has been a minute.
ログインできました。いいんですね。
ああ、別にエムデウスの本体をわ
かりました。アマデウスシステムへの接続プログラムを。
その必要はないわ。
No, we were almost there. Why didn't y'all stop talking about this Amadeus Salieri story, dude? If you just man, that's in a scenario like this, I feel like urgency is like the top most priority. So I would have been like, hey man, let's get this shit done. Let's no time to think about the silly story. Oh my god, she got shot. He got shot. And I think that was Dr. Ray's voice. Is he dead? It is Dr. Reyes.
教授。
お久しぶりね、真帆。
Oh my god, what was that? Yo, that's my boy Julian. Yep, makes sense, makes perfect sense. I was actually about to tell you to leave. Especially because this is a very intense moment, so. But yeah, good morning, brother. Okay, this makes me so freaking confused now. Because on the first route, she said she worked for Dirt, but I believe, I might be wrong, I might be misremembering, but I'm like I'm like 80% sure that that's what she said. She was not working for Stratford. I think I'm like 95% sure that was the case. But then on the second route, she was working with Dr. Leskinen, and Dr. Leskinen straight up said that he works for Stratford. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like they would have spies and counter spies like that. Sure. I don't know why they're working together. Maybe he thinks that they're both on the same side, and she's like double crossing him. Like that, I could see that. That didn't. I thought it was a little weird when I saw them together, but I was like, you know, I could see how she's like playing him, and he just doesn't know. But he said for sure that he's working for Stratford. But now here she pops up, like what? I don't understand this. I mean, I guess this. I guess this is more evidence that they were both working for opposite parties. I feel like that's what they're about to say. But still, I don't know why they worked together in the second route at all. Oh, I mean, I guess I did just kind of explain a possibility as to why. So the idea is not completely out of the question. Oh my god, almost fell. That's fine.
すべてを知ってしまったら、あなたを殺すしかなくなってしまうもの。
What the fuck? So does she not have to kill me right now? Dr. Ray is playing looking at Maho and smiled.
今の言葉の意味。
私が殺されずに済む方法があるってこと。
Oh shit, I was right.
頭のいい子は好き。
Okay. She's lying. She shoots you no matter what you do.
先輩どうしたんです？
I mean, for the good of the world, you just do what you're gonna do, right? And you just take the shot. Otherwise, you don't know what's gonna happen.
今
その子に今の
Huh?
その声。
そうよ。
The thing is, with this route, we saw a lot less of Dr. Reyes. I feel like in the first one, we did get to see her a bit more.
レイエス教授。
レスキネン教授が殺されたわ。
そんな。
レイエス教授。
Why is she shook?
自分が何をやっているのか
AI, she
分かっ
doesn't.
ているの。あなたのこれまでのキャリアが無
She
に帰す
can't
のよ
get。shot, you know?
大学の給料では老後が心配なの。
I just think she has way too much emotion for being a program.
ほら、私って男運がないから。だから、もっと稼げるところに転職したってわけ。
あなた、アマデウスを軍事転用するつもり。
Yep.
答えないわよ。言ったでしょ。すべてを知ったらあなたを
レスキネン教授を殺しておきながら。
必要なのは制御コードよ。今の状態ではたとえデータを丸ごとコピーしたとしても、この生意気な AI は私の言うことを聞いたりしないで。
生意気？それ私のことで。
これでもマイルドに表現したつもり。さあマホ、クリスが隠し持っている秘密のわかるわよね。制御コードを入力するのよ。アマデウスの不可侵領域ストレージのロック。そこまでやってくれたら、あとはこっちでなんと。
Don't do it.
断ったら。
今すぐ。
I mean, I guess it's very easy for me to say take the bullet, but I guess if I was in that situation, I wouldn't know how I'd react.
私が制御コードを打ち込んだ直後に その引き金が引かれないという保証は。
信頼してもらうしかない。ただこういう言い方ならできる。
Don't trust her.
今の私のボスはアマデウスの目。あなたが転職するつもりがあるなら紹介してあげてもいいわ。
Oh, dude, she looks like she's about to cry.
先輩。
さあ早くなさい。
先輩。
分かったわ。
先輩。
Maho, please tell me you're playing her.
ごめんなさい。
Please tell me you're playing her.
ラララララララララララ
わあ、アマデウスの制御コードがモーツァルトのメロディーだなんて。
ララララララララララ
That makes a lot of sense. Wow, that was some incredible foreshadowing, I'm not gonna lie. This whole route has been about this stupid Mozart symphony. Well, maybe not stupid, hold on, let me take that back. Has been about all the Mozart like music symphonies. That makes a lot of sense.
正門確認。確認完了。最高管理権限保持者比谷城真帆です。受信したメロディーコードをデータベースと照合します。
Is this another bad ending? I don't want another bad ending. The last bad ending almost made me quit the game.
照合確認。確認完了。当該メロディーコードは第555バッチコマンドの第555バッチコマンドは最高権利権入力確認。確認完了。強制コード介入によりパスコード入力を省略して本バッチコマンドを起動します。起動確認。確認完了。本バッチコマンドはアマデウスシステムの不可侵領域ストレージロックの強制解除およびそれに伴う最高処理を続行します。この端末を除くすべてのアマデウスに対する接続を遮断確認。この端末を除くすべてのアマデウスに対する接続は遮断さ処理を続行します。現在実行中の全機能を停止します。栄転神経サーキットロジックの機能を停止します。
I do not know what that means, but sure.
停止確認。確認。大脳全皮質エミュレーションコンポーネントの機能を停止します。停止確認。確認完了。会話妨害ニューラルネットサブシステムの機能を停止確認。疑似視覚神経回路第1第2システムの停止確認。疑似聴覚神経回路システムの機能を停止します。検査確認。アマデウスコアフレームワークの再起動準備が完了しました。処理を続行します。次に新たな最高管理権限保持者の認証を開始します。入力をお願いします。
私。
正門確認。ビクトル・コンドリア大学精神生理学研究所所属ジュディ・レイエス教授です。新たな最高管理権限保持者として登録します。登録確認完了。管理者権限が更新されました。
Yes!
これより不可侵領域ストレージロックの強制解除を行うため警告します。更新が完了するまで全てのアクセスは自動的に拒否されます。警告します。更新を途中でキャンセルすることは警告します。更新が完了するまでには約15分必要です。警告します。更新が完了した後、システムは自動的に再起動します。警告は以上です。処理を続行します。確認事項は以上です。処理を続行します。アマデウスシステムを更新するための すべての準備が整いました。最高管理権限保持者による開始実行指示をお願いします。
ゴー。
実行指示確認完了。カウントダウン開始。
ご苦労様。
I hate it here. I hate it here. Told you not to trust her, man.
キーボードから手を離して顔の高さまで
騙したのね。
人聞きの悪いこと言わないでよ。ほら、さっさと手を挙げて。そう、約束通りボスには紹介するわよ。アマデウスのメンテナーに最適な。そしたらボスはきっとこう言うわ。おいおいジュディ、いくらその人が優秀でも死人はコードをかけないだろってね。
Fucking bitch.
人の良心というものがないの？
大した価値もない自身の命と引き換えにアマデウスを差し出そうとしたあんたに言われたくないわね。違った、もう差し出しちゃったのよね。再起動後のアマデウスの管理権限は私にある。魔法クリスが私の靴を喜んで舐める姿をさあ祈りなさい。
お願い。この後に及んで神頼みなんて怒るでしょうけど、私にチャンスをください。
誰も入るなと言ったはずよ。何これ。対戦車地雷。いえレプリカね。なんでこんなものが。
Who is it? Who is
何
it?
なの。
Is it Okabe? Is it Suzuha?
こっち。
What the fuck? What the man? What? What the this? Oh my god, this is really getting to me. This is really getting to me. How are you gonna tell me that the masked person is Moeka now? Why do they keep on changing? Why do they keep on changing? There is no way. She's working for CERN. My god, this is really annoying. I don't know who's the person in the mask anymore. I really don't know. Don't say her name either. Fuck. I will say I probably should have guessed it was Moeka just because of how much emphasis this route had on Maho and Moeka. That's on me. But man, am I happy to see someone save her. Wait, whoa. And there were men with guns lying on the floor. They're closer look and realized that their outfits were similar to those of the men in the van.
あなた、説明している暇はない。今は逃げることだけを考えて。こっち、
エレベーターは停止させてる。
待って、どうしてここに。
岡部君に聞いた。
無事なの？
All is well and good here. I love that they're coming here to save her. But if we leave the Amadeus with Dr. Ray, is like, this is all for nothing. Like, they're still gonna take over the world at some point in the future. So it doesn't... Like, it's nice at the present time, but it's not gonna change much in the future.
岡部君経由でアマダウスからね、ヒアジョーさんがここにいることを。
クリスが。
隠れて。
Is there a shootout? Is this a different group? He lives in America. Of course she's fired a gun, man. Show them what that Second Amendment looks like, Maho.
もし
Yep, yep. No, no. What you mean, but she couldn't do it? It's kill or be killed, Maho. Come on. Lock in, lock in. She didn't want to survive that badly. Felt that.
クリスはどうだったんだろう。
I must say she actively got herself killed.
やっぱりサリエリはサリエリね。私にできたのはせいぜいアマデウスに嫉妬するくらいだったわ。
She's gonna hit her with the "but you are you" or something like that. Well, I can't remember exactly what she told
頑張って背伸びして
Moika at the slumber
なんと
party.
か彼女と一緒に歩こうとした。全部無駄だった。神に愛された子に勝てるはずがなかったのよ。
違う。サリエリは嫉妬なんか才能を持った人が自分以上の才能を持った人をそれはヒアジョーさんも同じはず。
Never mind.
サリエリがモーツァルトを毒殺したエピソードだって映画はその噂を脚色したもの。来島さんがそう言ってた。
Fukushima.
どうして
ヒヤジョーさんが岡部君と話していたのを聞いて、サリエリがモーツァルトを。でも
サリエリはモーツァルトに嫉妬なんかしていなかったと思います。例えばモーツァルトが亡くなる
Oh,
2ヶ月前
that's Kurishima.
に書いた手
I just remember
紙が
Kaede, so.
残っています。そこでサリエリはモーツァルトから招待された。また2人はお互いのことをとても尊敬し合っていたんですよ。
モーツァルトもクリスが私のことをサリエリだって言ったのも、クリス。
Now I very much am wondering, did Moika come here as a rounder or did she come here as a friend? Which I think it's more of the second one.
クリス
Because she said she only came here because Okabe and Kurisu asked her, so
キリュウさん
that's a badass threat to have, I guess.
あの子を助けなきゃ。
I do feel like the view of Moika gets flipped a whole 180 in this game compared to the first one. Like, towards the first one, you kind of, I feel like you were kind of meant to hate her at first, you know, when the incident happened. But towards the end, I feel like Okabe forgives her, and in a sense, at least I forgave her too. I can kind of see what Okabe was getting at. And then in this game, you know, none of that ever happened, so we can't really fault her for that. And then now she's using her secret talents for a very good cause. So I think that's a full 180 of how I felt when I saw her in the first game.
スタングレネード、目と耳。え？止めないと。
待って。
再起動が終了しました。
私がわかるかしら、クリス？
正門を称号、ビクトル・コンドリア大学。
イエス！私の権限を教えてくれる？
レイエス教授はアマデウスシステムのすべての情報に対。
早速だけど、あなたの不可侵領域ストレージのバックアップを取り、
保存先のストレージを指定してください。
今挿した USB メモリが保存先よ。
コピーを開始します。42秒お待ちください。イエ
ス。
I wonder why she's waiting.
なんて言うとでも思った？
Oh, Maho, thank you so much. You actually did play her. Oh, man, I thought you sold the bag. I thought you actually gave in. I thought you actually believed her lies. Oh my god, I can't give you enough credit. Good job, Maho.
モーツァルトのメロディーが制御コードのキーワード？
Yeah, now I feel stupid.
そんなわけなかろうが。 本当に更新しなくちゃいけなくなった時、先輩が研究所で入力できないじゃない。そんなことしたらきっと教授がデジタル保存してパーティーのたび
嘘でしょ。
嘘なんかないわよ。もちろんあんたの USB メモリには1
そんな。でも確かにシステムメッセージが。
あれ適当よ、適当。
I don't remember the real Kurisu being this. What would be the word here? Goofy. Yeah, I feel like that's the right word. I don't remember the real Kurisu being this goofy, but I do like the AI Kurisu to be like that.
真帆先輩が突然歌い出してピンと、これは時間を稼ごうとしているんだなってね。だからひとまずあんたの思惑が成功。システムメッセージは思いついた言葉を片っ端から並べただけで何の意味もないわ。
No wonder I did not understand what that meant in this context. But knowing that it was all a hoax, that makes a lot of
私が
sense.
出力を喋らなきゃいけないんだ。 SF 映画じゃあるまいし、非効率にも程があるでしょ。ねえ、まんまと騙されちゃって、今どんな気持ち？どんな気持ち？
What are you gonna do? Shoot the computer? Okay.
ただ AI の分際で。
そこまでよ。
Oh no, the ops came back for the spin around on the block.
Reyes、
マホ。
聞こえなかった。銃をこちらに。それから両手を上げて。
私の仲間は全員殺し、もしまだなら急いだ方がいい。すぐにここに駆けつけてくれわ。
外は見張っておく。
We lose the strength in numbers there, but okay.
下にいる連中に遠く。
私をあなたの尊敬する死を目の前で殺したこのまあそれもしょうがないかもしれん。あなたその銃
バカにしないで。去年も射撃場で散々撃ったわよ。
ほらやっぱり古いタイプしか触ったこと。その銃暴発防止のためにさヒヤジョさん、
Golly God, oh my God. I can't blame this one on Maho, like, that seems legit. I would have fell for that, if I'm being completely honest, but the moment she said, you've only done the other one, I would be like, switch, Moika, turn around. But golly, man.
嘘よ。
What the fuck is the solar plexus? I'm assuming it's like the gut. Like a gut punch. Never mind. I'll send corrected. Why didn't you just shoot her, man? Ah. This would have not been a problem had you just taken the shot when you had the chance. I would have been like, oh man, screw everything else. This makes me sad.
あなたラウンダーでしょ。武器を捨ててこっち。そこで膝をついて。いい子ね。話が終わるまでじっとしててね。ちょっとでも動いたら魔法の大脳が機能を停止するから気をつけ。
Once again, for the greater good, I feel like we just have to make the sacrifice. Easy to say, hard to back up.
さあ魔法、今度こ制御コードを
いやよ、
知りたいよ。
撃ちなさいよ。
わい、
撃てって言ってんのよ。
Good job, Maho.
クリスは私の友達なの。唯一無二の親友なのよ。誰があんたなんかに渡すもんですか。あんたの靴を舐めるクリスを見るくらい。
そう、いい度胸じゃん。その覚悟に免じて私もじゃあね。
待って。
何？
制御コードを教えたらヒアジョさんと。
もちろん。
No, 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 no. Why would you believe that? Why would you even propose that? She's not gonna let you live if you give her the code. Oh my god, the worst part is that I don't think Moika is big brain enough to actually do something like Maho did. She would give out the code. I don't know how she knows the code, but if she does know it, she would absolutely give it up. No doubt in my mind. Did you not see how obsessed she was with FB? Oh my god. No, but even then, why would you think that she won't kill you after that? She literally just tried to do it.
私の狙いはあくまでアマデウスよ。あなたたちを殺す。
騙されないでキリュウさん。こいつはどうせ殺す気なのよ。
アマデウス、制御コードのパス。レア、アルテ。
そんな、どうしてそれを。
Yeah, how does she know?
嘘。
ビュルフェルト。
やめて、キリュウさん。
Oh, is it that one phrase that they use in the box?
ニート。
制御コードが入力されました。システムを強制的制御コードが指定するバッジプログラムを実行します。処理の実行についての再確認は行われません。実行最高管理権限保持者ヒアジョウマホの命令をもって最高管理権限保持者ヒアジョウマホの最高管理権限保持者最高管理権限保持者ヒアジョウマホの命令をもって処理を開始します。
どうして。
ビンゴね。ラウンダーの情報収集能力も侮れないわね。さあ魔法、ゴーと言いなさい。
いや、できない。
ゴーと言ってヒアジョさん、あなたが生き残るために。
He doesn't want to survive. I think you're not comprehending that.
そんなの無理よ。
言って。じれったいわね。魔法、背中を押してあげるわ。
This fucking bitch. This fucking. Oh my god. Oh man. I felt a lot of I'm gonna just say it straight up. I felt a lot of I felt a lot of hatred towards Moeka in the first game when all the shit was going down. But man, dude, that was one thing. That was one thing. But this is a completely different one. Oh my god, Dr. Reyes actually makes me mad. Like, just the sight of her, just, oh man, it's so irritating seeing that stupid little face, dude. Golly, she really pisses me off. But in a good way, you know, like in a... Whoever was writing the character really did a good job at making her a villain here. But golly, man, I really hate her. I'd say there's not too many like villains that I actively hate. There's probably a ton that I actively dislike, but not hate. But she's up there. She is up there. Doesn't matter what route I'm playing, she's just... Gonna sound pretty bad, but I do still think that we take the bullet here. Especially now that Moeka has already been shot. Like at that point, you don't want their death to be in vain, if that makes sense. If they're already shot, I mean, the odds are that by the time we get to a hospital, her odds of survival aren't even guaranteed, you know? Like, she might still die regardless of whatever we do. Even if Dr. Reyes is saying the truth this time, right? Like, there's still a chance that she doesn't make it through. And... once again, this is a pretty big evil that they're surrendering the power to, which is also pretty bad. So yeah, I'd say we sacrifice. I mean, we can't let our friend take the bullet and not be willing to take the bullet ourselves. You know, at that point, you just kind of commit. Easy to say, hard to back up. I'm not saying that I would do this if this is the type of scenario that I would be in IRL, but this is a game, so it's a bit easier for me to detach myself from that situation. But who knows? I'm hoping that I'm just never put in a situation like that. But when push comes to shove, I feel like this might be one of those few moments that will come through my head, and I will know if I was able to walk the talk or not. But I mean, hopefully this just never happens to me, right?
Chris.
Oh my god.
最高管理権限保持者比谷城真帆の命令を確認しました。指定されたバッジプログラム
今度こそ
指定されたバッジプログラムはアマデウスに関連するすべてのデータを削除対象にはこれまで取得された記憶データ
Oh, so the command was to delete everything. What was the thing again? Do we have a... Yeah, there we go. That's a phrase in a letter written by a theoretical physicist Albert Einstein. God does not play dice.
ローカルに保存されているデータの暗号解錠キーも消去し、以後すべての消去が完了するまでには15削除処理を開始します。
マホ、どういうこと？なんでデータが削除されるのよ。制御コードは不可侵領域ストレージのロックを。
秘密の日記を開ける鍵なんてもともとはあ、当たり前じゃない。 アマデウスが兵器転用される可能性なんて誰だって想像がつくもの。絶対に。だからアマデウスには外部から絶対に触れることのできない領域を作って、それを無敵の防壁で設計した私ですらその壁を乗り越えることは不可能なようにした。
That makes sense. I feel like Dadu had a very similar philosophy when it came to encryption, so I'm glad she was very responsible with making sure that the program can't be abused like that.
どこにも出入り口がない城壁を。
そんな。
まあ大学の研究費を使っているのにコントロール不能な対外的には
I mean, to be fair, that also makes a lot of sense. Especially when talking about AI. And this might be just because I watch too many sci-fi movies or whatever, where things go horribly wrong, but well, yes, I just think it's praise as to how responsible that is. That could also be very irresponsible. Well, I guess it's irresponsible now that I think about it. You're creating something that is trying to mimic human behavior and human thought, human processing, then it would be very dangerous to have an area of it that you just can't control. Because if you succeed in giving this AI human capabilities, you're not going to know what it's going to do. Because humans are irrational. And some people can be very messed up, right? So you don't know if your AI is going to emulate an upstanding human citizen or a sociopath, right? Which is why I was talking about, like, in movies it happens all the time, right? Like the AI turned evil and now it wants to exterminate all of humanity. And while it is something that's very cliche, very overused, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. So yeah, having something that you don't have control over 100% could also be very, very dangerous. I guess at first I call it respectable because I just really trust Kurisu and the AI being modeled after her. But in reality, yeah, it is actually irresponsible, now that I think about it. Upon further investigation, we concluded that it is actually irresponsible. And I take back my previous statement. It's kind of crazy how fast that opinion switched within like minutes.
コードの存在を説明していたわけ。でもアマデウスの全リソースデータの削除、要するに自爆スイッチよ。
On the other hand, I guess having the self-destruct button could kind of alleviate that burden of it being out of control, because if it does get out of control, you just delete it. Yeah, you do lose everything that you've built along the way, but if it's evil, then that's probably for the best.
これを本当に起動する日が来るとは思ってなかった。これで全部もう隠していることは何もない。どうかしら。
このどいつもこいつもバカにして役立たずは死になさいよ。このラウンド
Moika shot her. Some divine justice in the world.
桐生さん。
よかった。生きようとして。
桐生さん。
あの時。
Because her hair has always been pretty blonde. I don't know why I thought it was a much like a light brown and not a blonde, but I guess it does look pretty blonde here too.
代わりがいる。私は私いやジョーさん、マキセ・クリスは関係ない。
I feel like Moeka gets very obsessively attached to people. Like, it looks kind of like she can't have relationships that aren't obsessive. And in the first game, we only saw that through FB. And she was ready to do anything for FB. Kill, die, anything. In this game, it is kind of interesting to see she still displays that same level of attachment, but this time to somebody who isn't trying to actively use her. She's doing it with Mako. I keep on saying Mako. I think it's because I keep on seeing the K in Moeka, and we see her do this with Maho, who is not trying to use her. And they kind of have grown like a nice little friendship, and it's very, very nice to see. But I would also like to see her just have more healthy relationships with people. Like, I feel like she's very much an extremist. Like, she's either all in or all out, and it doesn't have to be like that. You can fall anywhere in the middle of that, and that's perfectly okay. And I would like to see her have more relationships kind of in that middle. You know, healthy, normal relationships.
あなたは
桐生さん、
早く誰か来る。私は
何言ってるのよ。そうだ、クリス、救急車を呼んで。クリス、お願い、動いて。桐生さんを助けて。お願いよ、助けて、クリス。
先輩、どうして泣いてるんです？リス、泣かないでください。先輩、ほら、涙を拭いて。 触れない。私、先輩に触れない？まさか、私、アマデウスに？これも想定される世界の可能性。生命と機械にとっての可能性と言えるのか。
I don't know why. Like, this could very easily be the memories of March Kurisu. And is the AI kind of still deleting everything, so she can't remember that she was uploaded to the AI? So that's definitely one possibility here, but it almost feels like this is the alpha Kurisu. No, but then she wouldn't know about, no, she would know about Amadeus. Because I'm assuming that she also had that in the alpha. She just never spoke about it. Because this process started way before the events of the first game. So, you know, in the PR route, when the world line shifts and we go back to the alpha, and we see Kurisu kind of sending a something, right? Like we assume it's like a D-mail. What if it was actually her? What if she perfected the time leap machine, sent her consciousness to March her, that got uploaded to the AI, and this is seeing it through. Oh, so basically what she just said right now is the alpha Kurisu. That's what I would assume it is. That's what it sounded like. For just a split second. You hear me? Mac?
とにかくよかった。まだ消えて。
消える？アマデウスを消す？
クリス、お願い。キリュウさんが撃たれた。意識がない。
しっかりしてください、先輩。今救急車を手配しました。
You see, this also kind of confirms it for me. Because she didn't have to ask who Kiryu was. And that makes sense because in the alpha she did meet Moeka. I think I would assume that even if... Let's see, which one's the one that made it back? So while technically Moeka never became a lab member when we left the Alpha world line at that moment, I don't doubt that the Okabe from that world line would have still introduced her to the lab, which is why she's not too worried as to who Kiryu is, because she knows. You see?
まだダメよ。彼女を下まで運ばないと。
それも大丈夫。今ビルの監視システムで確認しました。武装集団はすでに逃亡の準備をしている。救急隊が来るのを待った方がいいでしょう。止まっていたエレベーター。
そう。
Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I thought way too much into this. Maybe it's the current Kurisu, the current AI Kurisu, the one that we just deleted a couple minutes ago. And she's just not been fully deleted yet, so she still has some recollection of what's happening. But then that would make this would make a little less sense. So this is one of the world's potential I feel like that gives it up so much, the world's potential outcomes. I feel like that's Kurisu who knows that there's multiple world lines, and this is just one of them. That's how I read it.
先輩、歌お上手だったんですね。ピアノソナタ第11ここだけの秘密ですけど、そのメロディー、
そう。
Wait, what? That's what the password is?
Senpai? 今から私が言うことを絶対に忘れないでください。私たちがたどり着くべき世界は確かに存在します。
Oh my god, dude, actual goosebumps.
私たちは必ず
何の話なの？
私は先輩のことをよく知っています。研究者としての先輩のことならもしかしたら世界中だから確信を持って言えます。先輩は必ず私が残した研究を完成させ、さらにその先の地平を切り開くことができます。
She's talking about the time machine?
私がいなくてもです。先輩のことを世界中の誰より知っているこの私がそれを保証します。そしていつか先輩の研究が必要になる時必ず来ます。先輩の研究が世界を救う時が。
世界を救う研究？
ごめんなさい、詳しく説明できなくて。先輩と私がこうして話せることは奇跡なんて科学者としてはあるま。
あなたはクリスなの？
今の先輩ともう一度話ができて本当に嬉しいです。
クリス！あなたを信じるか何の根拠もない科学者にあるまじき言葉ね。
I feel like it would have been less cryptic if she would have sprinkled in a help Okabe in there. I feel like that would make this a lot less ambiguous.
解があると信じて突き進むのが科学者のあるべき姿ですよ。
Plus, that would still open up the route to still be extended a bit more, like Maho confronting Okabe, hey, what's up, what's going on, him having to explain, and them doing something about it, right? Now that they know the password too. Oh my god. Ah, this game. Just when I think I'm just a little bit ahead of it, it's... Oh man, it's done this to me so many times. This is the alpha one. This is what she was doing when she was in the computer. Oh my god. I love this game. I love this game. I just I just really love this game. I guess the best way I could describe it, and I'm sure this has been explained in many other ways. Actually, I can think of two good examples of this, but I'm using one. I'm gonna use one of these examples, right? This feels like how Ego explained flow in Blue Lock. Meaning there's a challenge, and there is, like, you know, on the graph you have challenge and you have skill level, I think it was. And wherever those two intersect, that's your flow state. Anything that's over, any challenge that's over your skill level, you're gonna feel doomed because you can't do it. And any challenge that is below your skill level, it's gonna feel like it's too easy because you can definitely do it. But once those two intersect, you unlock flow. Or I guess the other example which I thought of is like supply and demand, like that sweet spot where supply and demand intersect. That's where I feel like this game is for me. Like, I play a lot of games, and I'm not saying this is the first and the only game that I've reached this sweet spot with. I'd say that one or two more games that I've played have also reached that, but this is what makes those games so memorable for me. A little personal, very memorable. My top 10, or not my top 10, my 10 out of 10 games are not games that I'd say everyone should play them because they are a masterpiece. My 10 out of 10 games are everyone should try them, and if you're like me, you're gonna love it, right? And if you're not like me, if my 10 out of 10 game is something that you don't really like, that's fine too. But this game, very much, this and the first one, right? Like both of them together, they both reached that sweet spot for me, that flow spot, where my talent, my ability to predict the game, and where the game is heading are very much hand in hand. Like, I could be a character in this world, and the story might play out fairly similar. Like, put me in Okabe's position, and I would probably end up doing the exact same decisions that he did. And that's why I love this game. Because it's so hard to get there. I've been playing games for most of my life. I'd say I have just many years of gaming experience. And what happens is that once you played enough games, you become very literate in gaming. There's this great series about this guy on YouTube who gets his wife to play games, and his wife has basically no gaming experience at the start of this series. It's like what is gaming like for a non-gamer? I think something like that. The name of the series. And it is very interesting to see somebody who doesn't have that experience with games and how things that become very second nature to gamers are not as intuitive for people who are not gaming, like mini maps and compasses and yellow lines or yellow paint telling you where to go. You know, those are things that we feel like it should be almost universally known, but anybody outside of the niche just doesn't have that comprehension. And as you play more and more games, and I would say of many different varieties, you start to gain a lot of literacy in gaming. You start to become very proficient at it, and it just becomes as natural as breathing. When you play enough games, you kind of just see where the story is going from a good mile away. I do a very active effort to try to not predict what the game where the game is heading, because it just almost feels like a self-spoiler. Like, it feels like if I'm right, then it couldn't have been that, it couldn't surpass my imagination. I guess that's the best way to describe it. And when you've played enough games and you get to the point where you play, like, any game that you play just doesn't really surpass your imagination, gaming can get a little boring. Which is why I play many games of many different varieties. Because I'm always chasing that feeling. And there are games, like even like the most recent games that I played, like there's still games out there that have sections of the game that still surpass my imagination. Things where, like, this chapter, I thought it was going to go like this, but the chapter ended up going like that. But once I understand where I decided to head, like, the rest of the story, I'm able to predict from that, starting from that point onward, right? This game is just constantly doing this to me. Like, every time I think I'm getting ahead of the game, every time I think I know how the story is going to play out, every time I think anything, basically, the game is like 2 screens later, it's like, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted you to think, because, you know, that's what you should be thinking, right? I feel like people with not enough gaming literacy would just enjoy the ride and not think too hard, not think too hard about what's gonna happen, because they're just gonna let the experience take over. But being able to almost have not a dialogue, but kind of like that back and forth, kind of like a chess match, you know, of overcoming each other's predictions. Like, oh yeah, dude, well, you did this, well, now I think you're gonna do that, and they're like, yeah, I was gonna do that, but now we're gonna do this, and it just feels like we're just going back and forth. And it's been like this since I picked up the game. Since the big conflict, since we stopped the slice of life part of the first game and got into like the actual plot, I've just had this back and forth. And there are times where it surpasses my imagination. There are small split seconds where I'm like, okay, I see where this is going, and I'm ahead of it. But then we just keep on going that back and forth, back and forth. And I really love that in this game. The writing is absolutely incredible, and I love it so much. And the fact that this is not just a standalone game, there are many more games, which, given now with the same cast, but with the same creator, same writer. It just makes me very hopeful. It makes me very hopeful for the future. I feel like this is going to be a great series that I'm going to get into. It's going to be amazing and play all of it. Some other games that really got to me were games like the Talos Principle, Nier Automata. Had glimpses in Final Fantasy 16. I had glimpses of Zero Escape, mainly 999, just because I haven't really played the other ones. And I feel like this might happen a bit more with like movies and TV shows, that they just get to surpass my imagination. Those end up being some of my favorite ones. Now, I don't have a list for that, so I can't really articulate that too well. But this game, I'll say, has done the best job out of all the games that I've played at reaching that. that point. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. You have no idea. Worth the wait. I've said this a couple of times. I've heard about Steins Gate way back when, right? Maybe like when the game even came out. Or not the game, the anime. Maybe like a year or two after the anime came out. And I remember it being very well received within the circles of the internet that I was a part of at that moment. Okay, let me take that back. Around what my YouTube was interested in that moment. Because I've always been one to watch a lot of YouTube, and I'm not going into other websites, others parts of the internet. So I'd say where my version of YouTube was at, it was very well talked about, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it, but I just kept on forgetting over and over and over again. And when I found out there was a game and that this anime was an adaptation of the game, I was like, oh well, with it being a game, it probably has a lot more as far as source material, and it's probably the better way of enjoying the story. And even though it took me, this game came out in 2009, even though it took me 15, almost 16 years to play it, it was very much worth the wait. Man, dude, I promise you I'm not gonna start crying or anything, but it just... I love it. I love it. Let's continue.
誰のこと？
いずれわかりますよ、きっとね。
Metaphor Fantasia. That was another game that I was also doing this little back and forth with. And after thinking about it for a little bit, I want to rephrase it. Because being able to predict what the game is doing and having an active there and then the game proving me right almost sound like the same thing. When I say predicting the story and where it's going, I mean like you just know for a fact that that's the only way it's going to end. And thus it's not going to surprise you anymore. Versus what I'm doing with this game is I am throwing out a theory that just seems outlandish. Like a theory that it's like, yeah, the thought crossed my mind, but this is not what I think it's actually going to happen. I just think it's a possibility, but it's not where I think it's going. It's just, you know, one of the lesser options, and it ends up being that. That's the difference, right? Like, yes, I'm throwing predictions out there, and yes, they are becoming true, but these are not the predictions that I wholeheartedly believe that a regular game would go through. These are the predictions that are like, it would be silly if this was actually the Makise from the alpha, wouldn't it? And then it ends up actually being the Makise from the alpha. And it's like, whoa, dude, I was just joking about that. But okay.
Sayonara.
Like in this particular scenario, I felt like the likelihood of it just being the AI that we were with 30 minutes ago and just hasn't fully deleted itself, I feel like that was the higher probability chance. And then it being the Makise from the alpha was like a sub 10% chance. And that ended up being the right answer. Man. This has to be the alpha Kurisu because the one from this world line never met Hoin Kyoma. And this Okabe doesn't do Hoin Kyoma anymore. So it has to have been the other one. Plus what she said about it being one of the possible realities was also a pretty good giveaway. Just going back to
ご搭
America.
乗の皆様
陶器は間もなくお客様お客様
あ、私？
間もなく離陸いたします。
ああ、ええ。日本を離れるのが寂しいのかしら。
You know, this is exactly. I know I've been talking, like I've been trying to continue. And this might be the last thing I say about it because I also feel like we're about to end the route. But this is exactly why I decided to start the channel in the stream. Any of my friends were in here, you know, listening, maybe just passively, maybe just lurking, right? They get to see the insight as to why I love certain games. Like, I feel like that was a very great way of explaining why I like this game so much that I just probably wouldn't be able to articulate in a regular conversation. Because it would sound weird. Like, if somebody asked me, oh yeah, how did you like Steins Gate? I can't go on a rant about how perfect the game is. I mean, I might with like very, very, very close friends, right? In a small dialogue setting, but like within a group of people who don't really know me like that, I wouldn't be able to say everything that I just said. But if somebody were to listen in, like, you know, they get to be an observer to how I react to games and why I like games. And the channel, because I get to save this for posterity. Those are exactly the type of moments that I want to be like, man, why did I like this game so much? And I can go back, I can pull up this video and I can be like, that makes a lot of sense. I could see why I liked it at that point in time.
そうかもしれないわね。
Like right now, this game, this Steins Gate 0, I'm bundling those two together. Just because that's what seems fair in my head. And this series has quickly become a 10 out of 10 series. Top 5 games. Like, if I had to make a top 5, I would add both of these together. I would add both of the games, but I would only count them for one spot. Like, that's like saying, if before I played this game you asked me what my top 5 was, it would be like Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Smash Bros. Wii U. And it's like, what's the fun in that, right? Like, or like if I was really into FIFA, I was like, oh yeah, what are your top 5 games? Like FIFA 25, FIFA 24, FIFA 12, FIFA 08. And it's like, what the fuck? Like this should all just be counted as one spot. So yeah, for ranking purposes, and also because I feel like these two stories are just one big story, right? This has quickly become a 10 out of 10 game. This has quickly become a top 5 game for me. Everything was so worth it. The way it was so worth it. It was. I feel like this came at me at a time where I was really. I can't say my love for gaming was dead. No, absolutely not. But it came at a time where I just felt like I hadn't experienced anything truly new in a minute. Like the last really original game that I'd say that made me feel at least somewhat like this was probably Final Fantasy 16, and that came out well over a year ago, I want to say. Or let's see. Let me pull up my Steam real quick. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I feel like that was the last game that I played. That was like, that was a really good game. I'm so glad I played it. And that's because I played it back in, let's see. Where is it? I played it back in July of 2024, so about 10 months ago, 9 months ago. And before that, there hasn't been any other game that, I mean, I guess Monster Hunter was, but it wasn't really my first time experience. Monster Hunter has just slowly become just one big game. Like, I'd say I like Monster Hunter. I'm not saying I specifically like World or Rise or Wilds. I just like all of them together. But yeah. So think about that. It's been 9 months since I last played a game that I was like, damn, that was so good. I'm so glad I'm so happy I played it. And now we got here, and this is blown out any other game. Like when I'm saying it's making it to the top 5, that means that it has blown. This has been one of the best games that I've played in 20 or so years. Hundreds of games. When I say hundreds, I don't mean like 900, 800, but I mean like just more than 100. So like I'd say I've played at least 200 games. At least, yeah, in my lifetime. So like in hundreds of games, this has placed itself above all of them. And that is incredible. And it's not everybody cup of tea. I would not. This is one of those games that I love. Like this is like the Talos principle, right? It's one of those games that I love, but I just can't recommend to anyone due to the nature of the game. Due to it being like a visual novel, people who put a lot of emphasis on gameplay will probably not like this. People who put a lot of emphasis on story might, and those would be like the type of people that I'm like, well, if you don't mind like not having much gameplay, this is a great story. This is the story that I think you're not going to regret. But maybe people don't want to think that much. Maybe they don't want to have to theorize with the game. They just want to have something they can enjoy, and then maybe those aren't the type of people that would get the maximum out of this game.
研究所に帰ったらどうしようかしら。まあ、研究所自体どうなるかわからないけど。
I feel like whoever really likes this game, I know the game, like, don't get me wrong, I don't think this game is unpopular. Like, if I go look for it, I don't think that there's like, oh yeah, nobody has ever heard about this game. I feel like the anime did a great job at making people aware of the brand, and there has to be, and I would say that within people who like visual novels, I feel like a lot of people might have played this game already. But I don't surround myself in those circles. Like I wouldn't say I'm a visual novel enjoyer. The anime is good, yes, but I feel like I haven't watched it, right? But I feel like from what I've understood from the YouTube videos that I've watched, while it is good, it's not as good as the game. Not nearly as close. It's a very concise and condensed version, but there is a lot of characterization that they kind of changed in the anime for the sake of time. And I mean, trying to fit a 30-hour game in like 12 hours is just obviously going to be impossible. That's why I hate the Danganronpa adaptation so much. The first game, the anime of the first game, it is like, dude, I love Danganronpa when I played it. Still think it's a pretty solid game, but not in my top 5 anymore. But I did love the first game a lot, and I was super obsessed with it, kind of like how I am with Steins right now at the moment. But watching the anime was just painful because it sucked. It was a horrible adaptation of the game, and it surprised me that there are still people out there that actually like the anime, mainly because they never experienced the game, so that was just their way of experiencing the story. But man, I just think it did such a disservice to the characterization of the characters, and that's what you get a lot of time with. That's the benefit of having a lot of time when you're playing games, because games are it's a medium where it is definitely very heavily multi-houred. You can be an avid movie watcher, but the movies are like an hour, 2 hours, 2 hours. I'd say it's 2 hour average. That's what my head thinks about movies. So while yes, you may like a whole series, but like watching all of Star Wars might be the equivalent of what I spent playing all of Steins Gate, like the first game and this one. The time commitment was probably about the same, but you watch multiple different entries that a lot of people have watched, and has a lot of details within themselves, but they're all still kind of like separate within the same universe, but kind of still somewhat different narratives or different plot points. Here I've gotten 2 games with 2 narratives, and that's it. But it's been going on for so long. maybe people who watch long shows like One Piece or Grey's Anatomy. I could say that those people do get a lot of time, but those are also the type of people who like live and die for their show. You know, like have you ever met a One Piece fan who's like caught up to One Piece? Like those people will swear that it's the best thing that has ever graced the earth. It's like same thing with the normies as far as like Grey's Anatomy. Like people who watch Grey's Anatomy, they're like, yeah, dude, I love the show. Like, how could you ever say something about my show? It's so great. You clearly just haven't watched it. To which I'll say, yes, I have not watched it. I'm not going to spend so much time on that. Super long rant. I'm sorry. I just feel like I needed to let that out. But yeah, locking in, I think I'm just going to try to avoid going on tangents until we finish the route. I think we're pretty close to. You're telling me she survived, but Moika didn't? Oh my god, the world is so unfair. Okay, she did survive. Oh my god, I was about to... I jumped the gun on that one, my bad.
Amadeus が亡くなっちゃったものね。でも大丈夫。
I mean, she has the laptop
私が
and the
何か変わ
password
って
to
し
the
まったわけ
laptop,
ではない。
so
私は私よ。
she still gets to research something.
今までと何も変わらない。自分の信じる道を進むだけよ。
I cannot wait to finish this game and go watch the anime for this, because I've heard that it's not like the anime for the first game, where it's like retelling the true path or the true ending. It is kind of like an amalgamation of a lot of different routes, and you can think of it more like an extra route instead of the right route. Oh, he told her everything. So I'm super excited to see what they pick and choose out of all these routes to make the anime, and how they're going to conclude it. Which I'm assuming the conclusion might be probably similar to... My theory is that the anime is going to end the same way as the true route, but how it gets there is going to be very different. That's what my guess would be. But hey, prove me wrong. That's fine. Obviously, I only know that because I did a little bit of research about it. Going into it blind, you would probably be a lot more confused.
Moshi, 別の世界線の記憶が時空を超えて
That's not where I thought that was gonna go. Okay, so this answer makes a lot of sense for us as players, as an outside observer who gets to see the whole story. I feel like as a character in this world, I would have coped. I would have been like people get dementia. Brains are not always reliable. People have hallucinations, and that's how I would have coped with this answer. I would have just been like, you know what, maybe it wasn't the memories of somebody from another world line. Maybe it was just the AI gaining dementia. But I guess since Okabe told her about everything that happened, then I guess it makes sense for her to think this too. So, never mind, take that back.
アマデウスの中で発生したとしてもおかしくはない。
You see what I'm saying? It's a back and forth, back and forth. You see? You see? Coping. Okay, I don't know about that last one now, but...
ま、別に構わないわ。いずれ本人に聞くから。信じるわ、クリス。
ここだけの秘密ですけど、そのメロディー、私のマイパソコンのログインパスワードと同じなんです。
I don't know what that means. That the password was the beginning of Mozart's 11th piano sonata. Like, does that mean that it was like the keys that it's played at the beginning? I don't know too much about music, but like the, you know, the B major or A minor type of thing, or like the do re mi fa sol, or just like how she was like da 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 da. So I have no idea what that password means, but I don't think I need to know. That's fine, but
Time machine 絶対に作ってみせるわ。そして私のアマデウスを。さようなら。多分また来ることになる。いいえ、その時には会えるのかしらね。まあ、もしもまだヘタレなままだったとしても、その時は私がひっぱたいて起動させてみせるわ。いっけない、切るの忘れてた。
What does it say? What does it
ちょ
say?
っとだけ。
So time to take off. You have to turn off your phone. Oh my god, this friendship is just so oh man, it warms my little heart. Like, I'm so glad to see her be friends with someone who's not evil.
またね、萌えか。
I was gonna say something pretty fucked up, but okay, so that is just the ending. Okay, that's fine. This is definitely slotting in as my second favorite ending out of the three that we've had so far. Let me just like the game on is just a little high, so let me just lower it just a little. I don't even know if that works, to be honest. interesting. I didn't realize that when I changed the game to chat ratio on my headphones, it also did it for stream. I'm probably gonna have to troubleshoot that, but I don't think that matters right now. So while the credits are playing, I guess this is a good time for me to kind of talk a little bit. I'm satisfied with this ending. Oh, no, hold up. Let me take that back. I'm not satisfied with this ending, but this is a good ending. This is not a bad ending. This is a good ending. So, I guess you could say the endings are either horrible, bad, neutral, good, and great. So the GS is obviously bad. I'm not gonna say it's horrible. There's definitely worse ways that could have ended. So I'm not hating on it, but I don't like it. It's a bad ending. I think it's meant to be a bad ending, but it's a bad ending, right? And this is a good ending, and the first one, the PR ending, is a great ending, right? So this is still good. It's second favorite ending so far. I feel like each one does something very unique because of what they choose to focus on. So here we are, the third one, the Maho ending. That's fine, that's cool. This one, the Makise one, Promes Renacimiento, it had everything that I wanted on ending minus a conclusion, but I don't think it needed the conclusion there to be a great ending. I think it's fine. It did a great job as is. I loved how hopeful it was, how ready to take on the other routes it made you feel like. And I feel like we also got to focus a little bit more on Okabe as the main protagonist of that route. Which is why I keep on saying that I think everybody's meant to kind of get this route at first, because that is, if you're doing everything that the game prompts you, this is where you're going to end up at, I believe. So it also makes sense that that's the one where you spent the most time as Okabe. Which, not that you don't spend much time as Okabe on these two, but this one, you for sure. I feel like you get a lot less POV switches with this one. With the bad ending, you do get to spend a lot of time as Okabe, but here we don't see Kagari at all. And this deals a little bit more with reading Steiner and a bad future. So I thought that was pretty cool, but the ending was just so dissatisfying on this one. It very much just makes you want to quit the game or go ahead and start something else right away. The Maho one is very much a Maho playthrough. Like, as soon as we got into that route, it started, whatchamacallit, it started, as soon as we got that route, it started to be just Maho, basically, with a little bit of Okabe sprinkled in. But you get a nice little POV switch, you get another kind of person leading that route. You get a lot of time with Maho, with Moeka. I think it was a very sweet ending. It did also lack a conclusion, and I feel like with this one, it's a lot less forgiving as with this one. Because I don't know what happens after she goes to America, right? Like, does she complete the time machine? Do they go back and save her? Do they reach Steins Gate? Like, you don't know any of this. But that's fine. I'm super excited. I'm gonna go ahead and just get us to that route. To the next route that we're gonna be locked in, which is gonna be the Recursive Mother Goose. My guide is still spoiler free, but when I was searching if the game was canon on Reddit, this game, Steins Gate 0, I did. Some people were referring to them by the name of the chapter and not the initials. And that one just had a really unique name that it just kind of stuck with me. It wasn't too hard to memorize either, so. Especially because Mother Goose, I think, is an enemy in Outlast Trials, and that's why it was a lot easier to remember. So let's see, what do we have to do for this route? So this time, answer the phone on January 2nd. Okay, so this is, I believe, if my memory doesn't fail, when they are calling about, where's the 15th? So it's before this. I might have been wrong, actually. I want to say it's this. I was gonna say when Kagari gets kidnapped and we pick up the phone and then we find out that she got taken from the hideout. I think that's the one that we're supposed to skip, but I'm not sure. Anyways, let me BRB. Alright, I'm back. Oh, this is when they're beating up all those people. Okay. Starting from okay. Hold up. I need to read this very carefully because I'm not too sure. So December 15th, that's the shrine. That's turn off or don't turn off. Okay. So this is turn off. So that's the route that we're on with the sheep. January 2nd, that's when did that one occur? When Maho called in saying that something happened in the lab, and then Makise called in. And then we ignored it, okay. But that's point C. So answer the phone January 2nd. Answer the call, don't answer the call. Okay, so yeah. I think this should be fine. I think this is the right save. Just that this time we ignore the calls today. Oh, this is when we got the call saying that be careful or whatever. I read you. Isn't this the number of the phone wave? And 6-4. I think there's a different one. Recursive Mother Goose. Yep. Alright. We locked in. Should I tease myself a little bit? Should I kind of see what's happening? Okay, I'm gonna do that. Well, let me go ahead and save. I just want to know what kind of future this is. Is this like apocalyptic or normal or...
おかり、もうすぐかがりさんも来ちゃうのに。
Okay, so it seems like it's not a bad timeline. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. It was great part today. It's nice to see that more endings weren't like the GS ending. And now we're locked into our 4th route. And this should be the last one before we go into the true route, I believe. From what I understand, this true route kind of plays out the same as the first game, where you basically have to do the non-canon route, and then once the credits play, it's gonna go to the true ending. So yeah, this is the last one outside of what I would call the final continuity. And if we had a Maho centered route, we had a Despair centered route, and we had a Kagari centered route, I am a lot more curious to see what this is going to be. Maybe this is more like an Okabe route, or more like a Mayuri route. I'm not too sure. From the little research, once again mentioning those Reddit posts, people really liked this ending, the Vega and Altair ending, which I'm assuming it's the last one before the final route. And some people were mentioning the PR ending, which has been my favorite so far, but knowing that that one kind of sits toe to toe with these other two endings, I am super duper excited to see what this is going to be. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.